And Clutch Conversations presented by Sage. We welcome in former National League Rookie of the Year, 13 years with the Phillies, 2006 National League MVP. It's Ryan Howard. Ryan, it's Brian Kenny. Great to talk to you.
Hey, BK, great to see you, man. How was everything?
Everything's going well. Give me your overall thoughts on the matchup. I think most of the season we thought the Phillies would be in this matchup. We get the Yankees and Dodgers. How do you match them together?
Yeah, you know what? I think both teams match up very, very well. I think you have to give the Yankees the nod a little bit on the starting pitching, but I think the Dodgers bullpen might have the edge there. But a lot of star power in both lineups and a lot of guys that can hurt you in a lot of different ways. So I think it's going to be a great one to see. East Coast, West Coast, you got the Dodgers, you got the Yankees, two storied franchises. So this is great for baseball. So I'm looking forward to watching it.
You know, and as we were just talking, I hate saying back in 2009, but back in 2009, you were the NLCS MVP against the Dodgers, moved into the series against the Yankees. Your club was the defending champ. What do you remember most about that atmosphere, Phillies and Yankees?
It was the same. It was very, very electric. Obviously, playing in New York, you understand the history and the culture behind the Yankees that followed the Yankees and just the tradition there. So going into there, you understood already being in the Northeast. Philly was crazy. We knew New York was going to be just as crazy. So it was an exciting time to be able to go up there and go play against those guys.
You know, in back-to-back pennant-winning years, you had some big series. You slugged 762 against the Rays. In that World Series, you slugged over 900 against the Dodgers, I just mentioned in that NLCS. So what is the mindset to coming up big, being clutch in the big moments?
Well, I think the biggest thing is the preparation. You gotta have the information. You gotta have the data that you need. You got to do your homework, right, and to prepare yourself for those situations. And that's what I did. I mean, obviously, I'm watching film, doing what I need to do, getting scouting reports to best prepare myself for the games and go out there to try to do what I need to do. So that's really been the key for me is just it's all about the preparation.
You know, now more than ever, there's so much prep to be done. Is that part of clutch? Like, I don't know, people used to talk about ball players like, oh, he's clutch, he walks around being clutch. Or is it being able to know what your preparation is and then being able to breathe and process in that moment?
I think it's a little bit of both because you have to do the preparation. You got to have the data. You got to have the information. But it's all about how you process it, right? And put it into the scenarios and put it into the situations. And then you have to figure out a way to stay calm. I have one rule. It's called rule number one is don't panic. It's kind of seeing yourself in the situation before you ever get there and understanding how things are going to unfold so that when you do get to that situation, you're prepared, you're ready. And then you just kind of let your talent and your ability go out there and go take over.
You know, we've talked a lot about this postseason about bullpen games and how hitters have to face a different pitcher every at bat. In that, especially 2009, the Yankees had starters all going on short rest, so they limited who you were going to see. Now they want you to see as many pitchers as possible. What's the best way of doing it?
You know, it always took me back to kind of a spring training mindset when you only get a chance to see a pitcher. You may see a guy maybe once or twice, and it's tough to really kind of get into a rhythm because you know somebody else is coming in. But what you have to do is really just have to go in and just try to trust to the best of your ability, stick with your approach, and just, again, kind of get good pitches to hit. It's a very, very tough situation. I mean, when I was playing, we had a situation where the starters would go in and you'd face those guys. You'd see them 3 times throughout the game, and you got a chance to really kind of understand what they were trying to do to you and continue to formulate your game plan. But when they're switching it up, man, it's really hard to, as a hitter, to kind of get into a rhythm unless you've seen that pitcher multiple times.
Your tracking always seemed to be pretty good. We talk on this program a lot on MLB Now. We do it through the lens of analytics about the third time through the order against a starter. On the by and large, pitchers are tougher earlier in the game, easier third time through. Your career numbers, though, you're kind of consistent throughout. Like the third time through. You actually, second time through, you slugged 585. You tell me what was happening here in your career.
It's called making an adjustment, BK. We're going from, again, from that first AB, you're kind of filling each other out. And then once you get into that second AB, you've got an idea from the first at bat, along with the scouting report of what teams are somewhat trying to do to you to kind of make the adjustments that are needed. And then that third one, it can go either way because the pitcher will make those adjustments from at bat to pitch. And it's all about who can make those adjustments quicker.
All right, this is good stuff. Looking forward to the World Series. Ryan, pleasure having you on the program. And again, enjoy the World Series. Great speaking with you finally here.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you.